The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Friday, March 1st on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up today using the promo code SGPN. Then go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/dog to enter our bonus contest. 5 winners will receive shirts, hats, and a $50 SGPN gift card. Hop on over there. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Yes, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Brian Bosworth, a.k.a. The Boz, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, brother. Peace out. Boz out.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Friday, March 1st. March is here. You know what? March is here. March is here. Just for that, start things off a little bit of a bang. Yeah.
Here's everybody.
We wait for March all year long, and it's finally here. They even gave us a 29th day just to make us have to sit through it. Yep. 1 day longer, 24 hours longer, but boom, let's go. We're home, baby. We're home.
Oh yeah.
And folks,
taste of winning.
Yes. Had a winning night tonight. Excited about it. We're going to talk all about it. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Dant, Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Yes. I mean, I'm sorry for SK in the chat who lost 22 grand on the Zags game. What are you doing taking San Francisco, brother, in that stadium? If it was on campus, I would understand it a little more. But I sympathize with you, man. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Big 12 College Experience, host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Line Mac. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Welcome to March. I actually didn't have that good a day. I was 500, but I hit on my best plays last night. Shout out to the Big Ten home teams.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. Yes, Greg K. Shout out to Greg K. He hooked me up with this bottle of booze right here. Greg K. doing a hell of a good job, and being a hell of a fucking nice guy. And Greg Kalish. Greg K. There's 2 Greg K's in the chat. And I enjoy I faded all your picks, but I lost money. You would if you took mine. If you took all my picks, you're in the red tonight. If you faded all my picks, because I did have a winning night. Now I was looking a lot better, but still 16-12. Also cashed a money line. So yeah, it's a winning night, and I'm happy about it. Let's go. Let's talk about this because we had a wild set of games. We also had some blowouts, but Binghamton, Maine, after everything they went through, they pushed. From what we called it last night, at least. Binghamton 76, game. Maine 74. The Bearcats are now 13-14, trying to have a winning season, trying to eke it out. What's your thoughts on this one?
Not many, but it was an entertaining game. I mean, overtime game, 76-74.
You're like, Colby, we're live right now. Don't ask me Binghamton questions.
They're fighting for the right to lose to Vermont in the American East next week or 2 weeks from now. Good game.
Yes. We double locked Ohio State, and that was one of our favorite plays of the night. I had a little bit more money riding on this than some of my other plays, so yeah, we're good. Damn. Buckeyes 78, Nebraska 69, and I was on the SGP show talking about this a couple of days ago. It's worth taking a little bit of a future on Ohio State in the tournament, in my opinion. I'm not saying they will, but it's worth sprinkling. Sprinkling.
I told you guys, don't bring up anything to make me come out of behind the curtain. Don't do it. No.
Dude, Ohio State's playing well.
They're playing good. We knew they had a decent roster.
I tweeted it out, actually. This is funny. I love that people are buying into this Ohio State team. I want them to make the tournament. I want them to make the NCAA tournament. Maybe even do a little bit of a Sweet 16 dance.
Why? So they keep Diebler?
So they keep Diebler and they don't get Sean Miller.
I think Diebler, beware what you wish for. No one knew who Dabo Swinney was. All right. Bud Foster interviewed for that job. And Bud Foster, friend of the program, great fucking coach. But
Ohio
beware
State,
what you wish for.
This year's Texas with Rodney Terry.
Oh my gosh. This guy,
he's
he's
a
a
guy
Michigan
that's
fan.
got Juwan
He's
Howard
a Michigan fan.
coach.
He's a he's a Michigan fan.
Juwan, I can't coach my fucking ass. Howard.
Go back to checking the pulse of Dick, buddy. All right.
We're gonna fuck Michigan up this weekend. That's who they got next.
Shout out to my guy Blick, who says, I think this podcast is the perfect mix of sports analysis and comedy. I listen to it every day while I'm at work, and it really makes my day more entertaining. P.S. A black guy from Chicago. Fuck Patty C. What? Why is he coming for Patty C here? Did Patty C say something about black people from Chicago? I don't think he did, right? But anyway, I appreciate you, Blick, and we're grateful and love Chicago, man. Next time in Chicago, you have to come out. And I'll buy you a few beers or whatever the fuck you drink, man. Well, next we cashed with UMass Lowell. No sweat at all. Get this Bryant bullshit out of here.
Go, baby.
Let's go. Your thoughts on this domination?
Yeah, pulled away in the second half. They're almost kind of a system play in that building, unless they're playing Vermont. They're a wagon, man. Great win, great job.
Yeah. This was a underrated watch. Had this on a little bit there. So Gardner Webb was beating Longwood by I think 30 at one point.
Yeah,
maybe it was 26, 28.
It was like 24 or something.
They almost lost.
I know.
They almost lost. The Running Bulldogs hang on to win 72-69. That's a critical game because they're jockeying for seeding there. And then I gave out my first lemon of the night. That was UNC Wilmington. What's up with this Wilmington team? They got drilled by 11 by Speedy Claxton and Hofstra. What are your thoughts on this one?
Really weird game because Hofstra controlled the game, but then Wilmington came storming back, took the lead on a 3, and then Hofstra kind of just pulled away. Great win for Hofstra, but Wilmington, that was puzzling tonight, that the way that they just collapsed the last 10 minutes. I mean, that was a bounce back. They should have been up for this game.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, that's a bad loss. Shout out to Josh. Been watching for a year. This is my first live show, and the chat does not disappoint. Amen. Oh, yeah, hop on in, man, and appreciate you listening wherever the fuck anyone's at. We are grateful. Even the pieces of shit that come in here. Look, I love battling with those guys. All right. Look, let me tell you something about if you're ever just getting told good things, watch out. Yeah. You know. Just watch out. You gotta have some people saying, "Hey, you're a piece of shit." Even though you know you're not. It's good to hear it. It still humbles you. Albany 91, New Hampshire 67. We should have bet the Great Danes, man. They're better. Your thoughts on this one?
They are better. Good win for the Great Danes. Yeah, I mean, they are playing a lot better. Just as of recently, I mean, I know that they lost 3 in a row, but it was to Lowell and Vermont. So, and they were in those games. So, well done. Bounce back, blowing out New Hampshire here.
Yes, and I know you flew solo on this one. I feel bad for you a little bit because this was a 1-point game at halftime. You're getting 5.5 with Northeastern. You lose by 6.
Dude, they led
to Delaware. So,
yeah,
I mean,
oh yeah, and they fouled down 5 with 3 seconds. Like there's a 5-point play out there.
Zach,
they've done
Zach's
so much,
back.
Man.
Zach's back in the chat. Thank you, Zach, for coming back and
is Zach Julio?
No, Zach's the guy that hit for $900 million bajillion last night. He told me that East Carolina pick was horrible and he doesn't listen. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Bring up all my other fucking picks.
Yeah, I was told by some viewers to ask Zach how his Nebraska pick went tonight.
I don't even know.
Is Zach the Julio burner? No, Julio's here. It's not unless Julio's dual tasking. No, there's Julio.
2 phones, 1 cup.
Shout out to Julio.
Anyway.
At least Julio puts his picks in the chat. Shout out to Julio. Cheers, my man.
Yeah. Wesley says, is this the college baseball show? No, we just wrapped with that. That's available on YouTube, but you should watch after the show, Wesley. And yeah, let's go. And I was trying to pull up another clip. I don't know. Bieniek, damn it. Give me this Buckeye one. All right. This show is awesome. And I am up year long on units with these dudes. They're funny as hell. There we go. Appreciate you. See, I feel good about it.
Buckeye. That's Bucky's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bucky's
You would never
M&A
show a comment of a Buckeye fan, right?
No.
You know what my favorite part about Julio is? He only uses all caps. Every comment's all caps. I'm like, hey, Julio's here.
So first off, like even when we display it on YouTube, for those that don't know, it's always caps. But like some of the caps are even bigger when you use all caps. I've just come to the conclusion that his caps lock button on his computer is broken.
Whoa, we actually just used it. There he is. Shout out to Julio. Good dude. Good dude, man.
Look, he is a good guy. And look, I've had that shit broken before. True story. ECU might have lost a game while I was in Greenville there. I want to say it was Southern Miss. Definitely highly intoxicated, and I decided to smash my keyboard. This is me at 18, 19 years old, but I took my entire keyboard to a wall. And then realized the next day I needed to type up some shit. So it was a process of trying to having a buddy. Can you hold down those 2 keys over there while I do this? Anyway, if you haven't done that, then yeah, you're probably better than me in life, and that's okay.
I will say, just like you typing in all caps, it just makes it seem like you're screaming.
Zach says, Colby, can I be on the March Madness live stream in Vegas? I'll be there. Look, if you're in Vegas, come out and hang out with us. But I want $5,000 of your $90,000 up front. No, I'm joking. Zach, yes, I'll buy you a fucking drink, buddy. All right. I will buy you a drink. Yes. What's up?
Last year I did a bunch of clips like in real life, behind the scenes kind of stuff. I am in the works talking to Sean and Kramer that if we're in the same spot that we were Thursday, we could definitely live stream inside that place. So there were plenty of outlets for like electrical plugs and whatnot. We could definitely pull off a live stream. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how interactive we could be with the chat. We won't have like a monitor display.
Look, here's how
it would just be from my laptop.
Anybody listening to this fucking show, if you're in Vegas, come out. I'll buy you a fucking cocktail. All right, I'll buy you a cocktail. Even Zach was, he was talking shit about me 2 days ago. It's okay though. It's all love. You know what I'm saying?
If we're doing that Thursday thing for sure. We talked about it like a week ago or two.
What Thursday thing? What are we talking about?
Do you have any new news? Super Bowl.
What, the Westgate?
The Westgate.
Yeah. We're at the Westgate on Thursday. That's confirmed.
All right. Yeah. So we might do a live stream from there. It might be feasible.
There we go. Come on out. just hit us up. Shout out to Jordan, man. Jordan's a great guy. Does a podcast as well. Jordan, remind me the name of your podcast. I'll plug it right now. I'm sorry. I've been consuming cocktails, doing college baseball content for 2 hours. But yeah, Jordan lives in Vegas. Come on out, Jordan. Anybody come on out. All right. We'll buy you a fucking drink. It's always fun. You don't have to agree. You know what I mean? It's one of the things I hate about, I feel like, the youth. It's like if you disagree with somebody, it's like, oh, you can't be friends with that fucking guy. No. Come on out, have a drink. Appreciate difference. All right.
I don't know. I can't be friends with an Ohio State fan. That's where I draw the line.
That's true. NC State fans to me. No, I'm joking. I've hung out with NC State fans before. Shout out to Jericho Cotry, who got a job today coaching football. Jericho Cotry. He's a good guy.
God damn, he's coaching now. That's crazy.
It makes me feel so
Not
fucking
like he was
old,
just
man.
fucking playing.
I was like a 20-year-old. I could vote and I could watch him in college football. You know what I mean? So
he was what, with the Jets in the NFL?
Yeah, he was the Jets and Steelers. I think he played a year on the Panthers too.
God
from
damn,
NC State.
job?
From NC State, yes.
That's
but
crazy.
He's a good dude, man. Congrats. I think the university's Limestone in South Carolina. Shout out to Jericho Cotry. We locked up the Charleston Cougars. All right, Charleston. Oh man, that's another one we should watch though. Is gosh, why the hell am I drawing a blank right now on the coach's name for Charleston?
Pat Kelsey.
Kelsey, yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Doing a great job.
He's one to watch. He's one to watch that could get hired away, man. Like if I'm DePaul or one of these other schools, think about that one, man. He's a very good coach. And yes, they did almost blow this being up 22 at halftime. They only won by 13, but we got it done. Play the music. Let's go. You think he'll be at Charleston next year?
No. I think if you have back-to-back match, I don't think him or Dusty May will be where they're at.
Yeah, I think he's gone. I think he's going to cash in.
Yep.
Just hey, Charleston, if you want to hire me, I'll go there. Love getting shit-faced in your town. And I promise to get shit-faced off the clock. And I'm sure I could hire Moneyline. We'll get Moneyline Mac and Noah and Clark, Chad G, and we'll form the best fucking team of drinkers that you've ever fucking had. All right, let's go. Dude, you know who's turning a corner is UMBC.
Creevers.
19-point win against the New Jersey Institute of Technology, getting it done. We don't need to talk more about that, but UNBC's been playing a lot better than they were in November. That's all I'm saying. Yes. Taproom Sports Podcast. Check out Jordan and friends talk. I think a lot. I think I've been on that show. They're cool. And yeah, they talk all sports, I think. So hop on over there. Taproom Sports Podcast. They do good work. Shout out to Clark in the chat. So my father went to DeMatha High School, played basketball. Mike Jones, my dad played basketball for DeMatha, then got cut by Morgan Wooten. That's fun. And Morgan Wooten, legendary basketball coach there, but Mike Jones followed Morgan Wooten. It's hard to follow a legend, right? And now he's Old Dominion's new head coach. I thought great fucking hire potentially. I mean, I know there's the high school to college gap, but Jeff Jones, after he had a heart attack in Hawaii, they needed to figure something else out. So, they did. I like, what's your opinion on high school coaches going to college?
Well, I mean, he's different though, because he's had the pipeline of the best fucking players, the best program almost in the history of high school basketball in DeMatha, following up with Coach Wooten. But I mean, he's had stops at Virginia Tech and Maryland in between, so I do like that. It's going to be interesting how he does now as a head man, because it's different when the target's on your back. I think he'll be able to recruit the DMV, but I also think he'll do a good job south of where I'm at, and he's got connections in the RVA as well. So, I mean that's a pretty good hire in my opinion.
I always wonder what that is, though. I think it's a good hire too. I think it's an exciting hire. If you're an Old Dominion fan,
and he's
one
alum.
of the things. one of the things, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. That makes it even better.
He led him to 2 NCAA tournaments, so like he cares about that school.
That's a home run. Then that's an absolute home run.
Yeah.
You know what's not a home run is Mike Schwartz. You know,
they had their ass kicked, man.
ECU scored 58 tonight. It was we were looking forward to the baseball game. Yeah. Look, Memphis. How do I say this? Memphis, when they want to, can beat a lot of teams.
Yeah, they can beat almost.
They can beat a lot of teams. Like ECU does not spend the money Memphis does on basketball. Not even close. I think Memphis might even spend triple the amount that ECU does. Memphis has been in a rut a lot of the season, but they got guys.
Yeah.
Like you watch Memphis, you see guys, you're like, oh shit, how the fuck are they losing to Tulsa or whatever? You know, like how are they losing to who was it they lost to? Was it Rice? Was it Rice or Tulsa? I feel like.
Yeah. Rice.
And they're Memphis. Like they should have beaten FAU last year. So on any given night, if they show up, they're much more talented than East Carolina. Bad handicap by me, but you should know I'm going to take fucking East Carolina every fucking time. All right. So if you're bitching in here, like someone was earlier, have I faded ECU once this year. And by the way, it did hit because I knew we should fade them because we had a severe amount of injuries, but for the most part, I never really go against the Pirates. Your thoughts on this domination by the Tigers?
Yeah, I mean, I took ECU. I bet ECU. I thought the line was short for a reason because Memphis is so up and down, and they just came off their Super Bowl win against FAU. But maybe Memphis is actually starting to put some things together headed into March.
Yeah.
They have players. I mean,
dude,
nobody's down team talent.
That's what I'm saying. I actually think they're probably the most talented team in the AAC. I mean, maybe FAU you could say, but if they're on, watch out. Watch out.
Outside of fucking Duke and Kentucky, they're as talented as anybody.
Yeah. They have guys.
How is Old Dominion's NIL situation? Clark Townsend saying Hunter Dickinson to ODU is confirmed. LOL.
He's trolling you.
Well, that's because
that is his high school coach, though.
I know.
Coach.
That's why I wanted to bring it up.
ODU would probably be better without him, though. So they don't need him.
I don't know. You stick Dickinson in the Sun Belt, he might.
No, he'll put up 20 and 10, and
JMU will still beat him.
Tommy,
shout out to Tommy B. Tommy B, just want to say thanks for all the work and effort to bring to insight to the show. You're fucking awesome, man. You give us money all the fucking time, dude. You're a fucking very nice human being, and we're very grateful. Didn't we have a guy named Tommy Lee in here for a while too? I think beginning of the year for like the first month. That's part of the best part. And shout out to Raphael for giving us $5. Let's fucking go. We cash bets in March. But we had a guy following the people that come in periodically for like a month, and then you never see them again. Maybe they changed their name. I don't know. Maybe they're in the chat right now. But I remember there was a dude named Tommy Lee in here because I kept saying like, and I think he even said he lived in Venice or Marina Del Rey, which is where I reside. I mean, I live in Santa Monica now, but I'm saying at the time when that happened, I was living over there. Well, Tommy Lee, like the fucking Motley Crue, Tommy Lee, he was in there for like the first 2 months, and I kept making jokes about that. But I remember last year we had some names that maybe they switched their names, or maybe they think our product is shit, and it's okay.
The switch in nicknames is not something that's foreign to us. We've had Donald Trumps, we've had a bunch of random country leaders.
We had fucking that was my favorite. We had
guy.
Idi Amin. We had Idi Amin, who
we had Fidel Castro. Benedict Dantold's still here. I mean, he changed his name a while ago.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes ever when the whole chat became dictators.
Yes,
there was all dictators. It was dictators, and then there was Donald Trump, which some could say, some would argue is a dictator. That all in the chat. It was fun. It was a very fun episode.
That was one of the best shows.
Yeah, and we had Fred Durst, and randomly Fred Durst was in there too. It was we had all world leaders / dictators, and Fred Durst, and it was just one night going on, and it was fantastic.
I miss Fred Durst. Like, he was around for conference previews.
That was right around the time that I got booted off of YouTube. Yeah,
it was borderline
we got booted off YouTube.
Yeah, it was borderline.
It was on my birthday. That happened on my birthday.
It was the shit with Russia.
Yeah, the Russians came for us. We were off of YouTube for like a solid. Was that like 2 weeks? It was like 2 weeks. Yeah, Vlad Putin, because we had a Vlad Putin in there too. Yeah. Stony Brook hit for me against Drexel. Didn't bet this game. Your thoughts on Drexel's having a great season though, man. Drexel Dragons, remember, they haven't been this good since fucking Malik Rose. 19-11. The Dragons are alive to potentially make the NCAA tournament. I know Charleston's the 1 seed, but they're having a good season. Fun to watch the Dragons do their thing. I did bet this one. Warriors come out and play, and that's what they do. Get this Fairleigh Dickinson bullshit out of here. Did we battle on this?
We did.
Merrimack gets it done at the Bogota Savings Bank Center. Love Bogota.
We have the longest win streak in the country.
I didn't realize Bogota. There was in Bogota, New Jersey. Yes, they do. 10 straight wins for the Warriors. Look, they were robbed, as Noah will tell you. If you get drunk in Vegas with Noah, every 37 seconds he'll talk about Merrimack getting robbed from the tournament. We know this. The stupid NCAA rule when you jump up, they had a 3-year. How many years is that? 4? It's 3 or 4.
Where you can't go. Now I think it's 2.
Yeah, that's still ridiculous. And they weren't allowed in, so Fairleigh Dickinson made it. And Fairleigh Dickinson beat Purdue, which is Noah's favorite team besides Michigan. And that happened. And the rest of Vegas was ruined because, the next thing you know, every moment, everywhere we're at, Bieniek's reminding people, he's got his face between 2 titties and he's just sitting there saying, Matt Painter should be fired. Matt Painter should be fired. Right.
It wasn't that bad. Shout out to Tommy B. He said, I'm going to be in Vegas for the first week of March Madness. Hope to see you guys. And then also to Music Theory is amazing for the $5 tip. Retired professor from Eastern Illinois. I apologize. We didn't storm the court Tuesday at the SIUE win.
Oh, fucking thank you.
Yeah.
And
Big
I was on that.
Rob, $2 too.
Thank you, Big Mouth Rob. You have the opportunity to storm next year, and that's the best part about it. But that's awesome, Professor. I get intimidated with stuff like that because my experiences with teachers and professors, I was just barely getting by. So now I'm like, fuck, we have a professor watching me. I probably my English, the way I talk, probably fucking horrible. I'm joking, buddy, but it's thank you for checking us out. And next year you got to storm. You got to convince the people pregame. Oh, yeah. You got to storm. You know what I mean? Have everyone meet up at the 5 and Dime bar right up the street. Have that.
What's
game
the name
plan.
of it? And I'm going to ask him, what's the name of the bar? It's got Romo and Garoppolo's jersey hung. It's right next to the arena. It's a nice fucking spot. You can get fucked up there. I mean, I've been snowed in that place, and you can get a lot done. With the beverages there in the middle of Charleston, Illinois.
You see that? That's how the Final Four run started for Frank Martin in South Carolina. He was held up in that bar and he was like, "I got some ideas, Coach. What are we doing here?" I do believe alcohol is a great gateway for creation.
Marty's. A lot of people. Marty's. Is the name
there we go. Yes, Marty's. Yes. There we go.
Oh fuck, that's a great spot. I love that place.
Like, I feel like mushrooms and acid get a lot of the attention for that. Alcohol can do it. It can do it. I can tell you. I have been more creative on alcohol than say other things, but before.
Marty's in the Brick House. The Brick House is the other spot. That's a hotel bar, Unique Suites. So Get over there, Charleston, Illinois.
And music theory. You didn't storm the court. I would argue you have an opportunity to storm Marty's this weekend. Why don't you and the friends storm Marty's this weekend?
Oh yeah.
All right, there you go.
I love Marty's. Marty's
shout out to Biggest Scumbag. He says, I went to EIU and majored in music theory, and some asshat flunked me and said court storming is for dumbasses. I think he's joking, but I can appreciate it.
I think the name fits.
I'm a big fan of that name. Biggest Scumbag.
It's a great name.
Good name. Very good name. But no, shout out to Music Theory. And next year you can storm, man. And Morgan in the chat says alcoholism solves all my problems. I've told you guys that story. Right? I've told you guys.
Oh yeah.
I've only been drunk once in my life at a California pizza kitchen. Surprisingly. I was supposed to board a train, and a friend of mine calls me and says, I had walked like 20 minutes to a train station, and my buddy calls me and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" It was Kansas and South Florida were playing, if memory serves me correct, in college football. And he's like, "Come to California Pizza Kitchen and get fucked up with me." And I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude? I'm going home. Take this train home. What are you talking about?" And he's like, "No, come to California Pizza Kitchen and get fucked up with me." And I'm like, "Can you pick me up?" And I was like, he's like, "No." He's like, "You got to walk back to 20 minutes, but we're going to have a great fucking time." And the train, I can see the train coming into the station. And he sells me, because he was definitely really drunk. He sells me on walking the 20 minutes back to California Pizza Kitchen, getting drunk at a California Pizza Kitchen, and come to find out that train crashed and like 4 or 5 people died. A bunch of people injured, but like 2 or I don't know. It was like 2, 3, 4, 5 people died on that thing. Alcohol saved my life in a way. So anytime they tell you the other thing, just know there's a yin to the yang. There's never a yin to the yang with William and Mary. They suck ass every year. Elon 76, William and Mary 71. Your thoughts on the Phoenix rising and getting it done and moving to third? You get crazy with these William and Mary plays, dude.
I covered for 39 minutes of this game.
You lost your virginity to someone at William and Mary. Something happened because you love to take Bill and Mary. I don't understand it.
I covered for 39 minutes of this game. They led for 36 minutes and they completely choked. Oh my God. This one in Northeastern were the fucking most brutal games of the night. I mean, both were complete right sides, and they not only lost but fucking covered. And by the way, the guy gets hacked at the end of the game. All you got to do is, hey, foul, 2 free throws, lose by 3, and they go, no, you guys might fight in the handshake line, so game's over. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about?
That's ridiculous. We're fucking ridiculous. You can't.
And then
I've been in a handshake scuffle.
Fanta was on the mic. He goes, "Oh, it's a good idea. They didn't shake hands." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Look, I never met that guy a day in my life, but he sucks. God. He sucks to me. Like, I mean, he's not even that bad of a play-by-play, but like when he voices his opinion to me, I'm just like, that's not really cool. What you're saying. Yeah. Maybe he's a nice guy. I don't know. Hampton, we knew this line stunk. So I didn't bet this, but Hampton, what's up with this Hampton team?
I know.
Hampton gets it done, 64-56. Hampton was horrible for the whole season, but here they are. They've won 3 of 4, and against good, like decent teams, Towson, Campbell, and Monmouth. What's going on here? Hey, I got something for that.
I think tide turning. As I remember, I was raised in the desert, but tides kind of it's easy to see a tide turn. Did I say those words?
I mean, did I say those words that Hampton's a good basketball team right now? Because that's what it feels like. Your thoughts on the Pirates?
Yeah, I'm kicking myself I didn't lock them. But I mean, they've burned us so many times this year. We talked about it. I was like, should we lock it? No, because they've burned us over and over. but they've won 3 out of 4.
Yeah, they're looking good. So this is where we started to eat a little bit of shit. This is where we started to eat a little bit of shit. Jacksonville State. I thought this line stunk a little bit too. Jacksonville State gets drilled by UTEP. I dove into the stink. I threw $100 on Jacksonville State. I lose to UTEP.
Fuck UTEP.
UTEP bothers me, man. They fucking
all
bother
the times
me.
I've taken those fucking pussies and they fucking win tonight. I was like, fuck you guys.
And then I'm getting 13.5 with the Long Island Sharks. Why do I hate this fucking team so much? Look, you're only down 3 at the half. Your money line is live. And you sit there, and why do you quit so much in the final 4 minutes? This has got to be a Washington Bullet, Portland Trailblazer thing with Strickland back in the 90s or the late 80s, because this should have hit. We were on the right side with the fucking Sharks tonight, but we lose. And dude,
they always do this.
They just let every team score 40 points the final 5 minutes, and it drives me. I want them investigated for point shaving. I want them investigated for point shaving because I've never seen it before in the final 5 minutes where teams just say, you know what, have the fucking game, have the game, score, go ahead. Shout out to Derek Williams giving us $20. Hit a 14 play because of you bitches. Thanks, fellas. There we go. Appreciate that. And yeah, the fucking Sharks.
I hate that. I'm with you, man. I fucking hate that.
They have to know the number. I'm telling you, I want this investigated. Investigated.
There's a couple teams that I swear know the number.
Yeah, the fucking Sharks is
the decision making.
As the
decision making.
Yes, and the real Blue Devils get that dub. Towson puts it on North Carolina A&T. Didn't bet this game, but definitely would have picked it incorrectly. We don't need to talk about that. Well, we can talk about this one. Double lock with the Dolphins. Cubs swim with the Dolphins, the real team out of Syracuse, New York. 70-56. They get it done against Wagner. Double lock.
Go, baby.
Then I flew solo. He didn't. Oh, no, I didn't. We battled. Oh, man. Fucking Sacred Hot and pick Dundee. Get it done against the Graveyard. 51 points. Holding the Graveyard to just 51 points. Sacred Hot 79. Stonehill 51. Lock battle win for Dundee.
That'll do it for the Graveyard this year. That's the last. I saw that effort tonight. I was like, wow, this is senior night. I said, well, see you next year. Oh my God.
This sums up everyone's 4-year career at the Graveyard.
Oh my God.
All right.
I was like, you guys haven't won in 10 games at senior night, just like Mississippi Valley earlier in the week. And I'm like, how can you not have a little bit of a max effort here? No, they just got fucked up from the tip. I'm like, all right, that's it. Best of luck. Best of luck at the local pizza shop.
Oh, man. I watched not 1 second of that game, just monitored on my phone. And I'm like, they're up big early on. This is what I'm talking about.
Who gets drilled by Sacred Heart at home? I mean, come on. On senior night, really? Fucking disgusting.
It's just hilarious. Just fucking
hilarious.
A
graveyard. It's a graveyard fucking
It is a
program.
Graveyard.
Send him back to D6. Terrible. Pussy ass motherfuckers.
At least they have a football program, though. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, I can't shit on them that much. At least they're doing football too, you know. But we should have locked up Morehead State. I actually thought about this. I laid the 18.5. They win by 22. The big number in the OVC was telling us something because they got it done. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, we should have bet Morehead. Morehead, they were getting a lot of head in that building tonight. They fucking drilled fucking Zemo.
St. Thomas double lock. We gave this away as one of our best plays of the night. 88-61. Omaha, we suck ass. I'm sorry to the one or two fans that continue to invite me to Omaha basketball games. One day I will go there for a Creighton game. And then I'll see if you guys are still playing a game. The Tommies at home. getting
Dude,
it done.
Fucking fire at home. Schoenecker, baby.
So then we were spot on. I think this was our top play of the night. South Dakota State going into North Dakota. Poor Grand Forks, North Dakota, having their best year in a long time. The Fighting Hawks lose by double digits to South Dakota State.
They're up 10.5.
Yeah, we took the money line. The top play of the night. Easy money. Easy money.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible that they were down 10.5, came back, win their fourth Summit League in 5 years. Well done. Eric Henderson, he's going to get another job. He's a candidate for one of those Mountain West jobs, I think.
That's true. Well,
maybe a Fresno.
If someone leaves, yeah. Also, someone could leave. So yeah.
Yeah.
We did eat shit on this one, and this was the most shocking outcome of the night for me. South Dakota 88, North Dakota State 68.
Yeah, what the fuck was
we
this?
gave this away as one of our top plays. We gave away, I think, 4 or 5 top plays. That was one of them. But for the most part, we were pretty fire. Ohio State was one. St. Thomas was one. South Dakota State was one. This was a fucking shocker to me. But this is something we should pay attention to. I know we talked a little bit about this off air this afternoon when we were doing the SGP show. North Dakota State plays South Dakota State on Saturday. Now, I was assuming North Dakota State would win tonight because South Dakota's ass. So it ruins their chances of potentially trying to get a 1 seed or a 2 seed. But
sharing the lead,
it's still a rivalry game. South Dakota State just went on the road, huge game, and now they got to go to Fargo, and the Bison just took an awful loss. Something to watch. Storm watch in Fargo, perhaps.
Plus, it's the letdown since SDSU locked it up.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you didn't quite.
I didn't say that.
Explain it.
I don't do good with words. I don't do good with communication.
Neither do I.
It's always a hurdle when they give you a podcast.
Did we shout out Derek Williams for the $20 tip?
I think we did because he did bitches. Yeah.
Right.
I appreciate that, Derek. Yeah.
No, it's napping back there.
Yeah. Upload the college baseball podcast.
No,
he's got to explain himself. Like uploading a college baseball podcast and watching Position Impossible at the same time as listening to you fucking idiots. You know,
it's clogging up the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Gigabyte. Ran out of gigabytes.
The world is still pretty concerned about Bieniek not showing up after he said he has the pulse on Dick. He went on a hiatus for 36 hours. It's under investigation. The bet detective's on the case, unfortunately for him. Tennessee Tech got drilled by UT Martin by 11. They were getting 10.5. I hope GBO Farms did not put his bank account on Tennessee Tech because it was his birthday, because they lost by 0.5 point. No bet here. No problem. Next game. We double locked Utah. That was one of the plays I think we also gave away as our top plays.
Lock them up.
This Stanford Cardinal bullshit out of here. It's good night. It's good night. Let's go.
That's a job the guy at South Dakota State could get, I think. He could be good at Stanford.
They're not going to hire someone from South Dakota. Stanford is on their pedestal, bro.
Well, I mean, who the fuck's going to take that job?
Unless he went to a high academic school or something, like, they do shit like that. I mean, I guess they had Harbaugh, but I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, good luck.
But Harbaugh went to Michigan.
And Harbaugh came up from the D2 ranks from San Diego.
Yeah, but I still think they really hold that shit. They do that. You know what I mean? Like
they're in the ACC, but it's like it's an asterisk because they have to travel every single. I mean, they got to travel to the Eastern time zone.
You know what's crazy? I actually think them and Cal might be pretty good in the ACC for football and basketball.
Be good at home.
I think they did. I just think like Stanford recruits better than people think. Like because the academic side sell itself, you bring in better talent than some of those other teams there, like Boston College and Wake Forest and stuff. You bring in a lot better talent than those guys.
Plus, I mean, you're giving them the recruiting grounds into the vaunted Ivy League. You know, you got Boston College up there in that Ivy territory.
Did you see that Duke and North Carolina did not draw the trip out west? They were two of the schools that did not draw.
Basketball and football. What are we talking? Basketball and football?
Basketball.
Really?
They released that today, didn't they?
Yeah.
Today, I think. Yeah.
That's perfect.
I saw that Duke and North Carolina were not headed out west. I said that's fitting.
That just means that in 2026 they both head out west, right?
Well, first off, hold on.
No, they'll somehow not go out west again.
As much as I want to shit on that, like JC is saying in the chat, welcome to the party, pal, because other conferences have been doing that shit for fucking years.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like the Pac-12 and ACC were just late to get in the memo. The Pac-12 doesn't even exist now because they just never paid attention to that. They're like, yeah, Oregon's a national championship contender. We're going to have them play at USC and then at Washington the next week. And you're like, dude, no one does this in other conferences. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I mean, it still actually is kind of happening in the ACC. Duke is just getting swept by Georgia Tech when they shouldn't be.
I like it. NC Nick is going to have to listen to that one. Where the fuck are we at? No, well, you lost money on this one. By the way, these Utah schools really burned us tonight. Besides the Utes, Southern Utah got drilled by Abilene Christian. Thunderbirds. I'm going to blame you a little bit. I feel like you talked me into this one. I wasn't going to bet this. I'm going to blame you.
Went against our Abilene Christian guys, man. Bad pick. I mean, them and Dixie were fucking awful tonight.
Yeah, and Monty Pritchard bringing up a good thing. That seemed to be the Terps' primary reason for leaving the ACC. Well, Monty, I would also say Big Ten was offering a shit ton of more money, despite having a grant of rights deal. Go back to that. Yeah, they were a founding member, but Carolina and Duke ran the ACC. Sure, I do think there was a big element of that, but also the Big Ten offered way more money. Rutgers 82, Michigan 52. You took Rutgers. You locked Rutgers. I didn't. I actually took Michigan.
My top 2 play of the night.
Yeah. 30-point win. Bieniek. Gonna need your Michigan rankings. Gotta need your Michigan rankings.
They had Doug back too, and they got fucking railroaded.
I know they have Doug back, but they don't have Kamala. Michigan doesn't fall. Like Eastern Michigan and Western aren't jumping. Eastern Michigan and Western aren't jumping Michigan after this.
You sure about that, Mac?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
The only team that's it's
I personally think
by Rutgers who can't score.
I don't think Michigan can handle Waters' liquor
Michigan
pitchers.
State, Oakland, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan, right? Western beat Eastern the other day. No, Eastern beat Western. Sorry, I'm even getting them confused.
Fucking
Eastern's
Detroit.
5, Western
Detroit
6,
at?
and Detroit 7. They fucking suck.
Well, I don't the brain man cold.
The CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
Lindenwood. What? What?
Sounds like what?
Didn't bet this, but Lindenwood beat Southern Indiana. A shocker. That's maybe the most surprising outcome actually of the whole day.
Lindenwood.
Yeah. Shout out to Lindenwood, the penitentiary, getting it done. We locked Eastern Illinois. They cover against the Leathernecks. Shout out to the music coach or whatever that name was a minute ago.
E-I-E-I-O, baby. Let's fucking
They
go.
get it done. They cover for us.
Marty Simmons.
Getting it done. Did you lock Liberty?
Yeah, they fucked them up. Oh my god.
I didn't bet
They
this.
did ass on the road.
What happened? No, they're horrible just lately. Something happened. They have another murder? They have another double murder? What's happening here?
Easy. Those white guys made a bunch of threes. That's what happened.
Hey, shout out to go back to Clinton Smith. Shout out to Clinton Smith. Hey guys, new to the channel for a week. Love you, Dickens show. I put 300 on a 16 parlay. I think he's trying to say love your fucking show. Is that it corrected to Dickens, but that makes sense with AI and Bieniek's comments lately. At the 16 parlay should have paid $6,472. Only North Dakota State got me. I'm so confused, Clinton. Though I appreciate you. So you didn't hit the parlay, is what I'm gathering.
The parlay didn't hit, but he loves the show. To the Dickens.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we are grateful that you're here. And next time you will hit that parlay because that's what we do here. Let's go. Tennessee State got rocked by Littlecock. What's up?
Although we don't encourage you to place the 6, 7, 8, 9 game leg parlays, right? We bet them straight.
No, see, I encourage people to be themselves. All right. And just don't come in here bitching about a 9-game parlay. If I hang out with you and you have a 9-game parlay, do I think that's awesome? I do. I respect you. But yeah, just don't come in here bitching about that. All right. Just don't come in here bitching about that. The person that was giving me shit on someone was giving me shit on a night that I was like 15-4. He's like, I lost a 9-game parlay because of you. And I'm like, motherfucker, I went 15-4. But, that's just the world. You know what I mean? And I understand the pain. I understand the other side is that you have that parlay and you're probably in the moment of that loss. In the moment of that loss, like I said with Patty C, when he was talking shit to me about when he thought I won, I really hated him for about 15 minutes. I thought about hitting his face with a glass bottle, right? I really did. So I can see the frustration, but just don't come in here talking shit.
This is awesome. From Bust Your Bookie. Absolutely love it. I've got 4 bangers if you go over to my channel. It's fucking Bust Your Bookie.
Oh, look at this. Bust Your Bookie. There you
Bangers.
go. Bangers. All right. So go over to his channel. I'm sure he might try to charge you a fee. But if not, bust your bookie. All right.
Bust his bank account.
Littlecock is looking amazing, by the way. They won by 25 points against Tennessee
They might
State.
win the league.
Dude, I knew we were fucked, by the way, on Hawaii when I watched the first 3 minutes of the game. Did you watch the first 3 minutes of the game?
Yeah, they fucking got fucked up.
They were down like 10-0 or 12-0 to start the game, and I'm just like, okay, that one's cooked. You also convinced me to take Denver, and I'm blaming you solely on this. And actually, I'll blame Noah because Noah wasn't on the show last night. We said we should do this one for Noah, and we bet on Denver, and Denver sucks ass. All right.
How do you lose to Kansas fucking City?
Yeah. I would love to play a Blazing Saddles comment right now, but I can't because the world would hate me. But Blazing Saddles is amazing. What's that, Noah? Shout out to Ciroc giving us $50. Let's go.
There we go. There we go.
What's up, Noah?
Shout out to him. I just remembered we got tagged in by 3 people.
Yes.
When you said the Little Rock one, Morehead State. Joe Ostendorf was at the Morehead State game today.
Yes, he was.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Joe. Joe.
Also, Devo was at the Tommy's game. He was live in the Shoenecker.
At the Shoenecker.
Yes, and we had someone else too. We had the Ohio State. We had
Garrett.
Matt. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look, if you're going out to games,
I couldn't escape showing him, but yeah, that was a great win for Ohio State.
If you're going out to games, tag us in that and storm the court. And also, I apologize to the person yesterday. I still never saw that. By the way,
dude, I went back and looked. I don't think he tagged us. The Bellarmine guy.
Yeah. I never saw that. But either way, if you're doing it, tag away and storm later on. So Mel says, Colby, have you ever hung out at the Coug in Pullman? Have I, buddy? There's a great story about me at the Coug in Pullman. Just We'll have to tell it another night because it will take some time. But yes, I have. And shout out to the Coug and Pullman. If you're hitting Pullman, go to the Coug.
You have one of those posts on your Instagram, correct?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. Maybe.
I don't know. What I remember you told me to look through your Instagram profile for the Mike Leach stuff. I thought you did. There was definitely a picture of you at a bar. Like,
well, I mean, hell, half my Instagram's have photos of me at a bar. But I'm saying, we definitely had a moment there where I was there with me, Sean, and Ryan after Mike Leach invited us up there, and it was hilarious because this we're at the Coug, and a true Coug was basically hitting on me, trying to.
Yeah,
it was a fun moment. I'll put it like that. Ryan and Sean can probably tell the story better than me, but we had a blast. Once again, we had a blast, and it was a good time. Shout out to the Coug.
Shout out to Sirac. He actually put a comment here. His tip didn't it?
I listen to you guys every day. I'll send you my parlay picks for the past 2 months. Moneyline Mac called Dundee. Let's go. Yeah. So bad pick on Denver. I blame Noah for not showing up because what was his excuse last night? Too much. He was on the pulse of dick. What was your excuse last night?
I think he took a nap. He uploaded. He uploaded the podcast.
That's correct. We were doing a late show last night, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna catch some Z's here. I'll be up late because, I figured I'd be uploading the show. Turns out I did upload the show, but I slept all the way through the show, so I apologize. I had alarms, but
Bet Detectives on the case, folks. So. Bet Detectives on the case.
I don't know.
Like 4:30.
No, it was like 4.
4. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's not tell our fucking life stories over here. All right. I woke up. I had Frosted Flakes. I woke up at 4:30. I had some Frosted Flakes. They're fantastic.
I had some whiskey at 4 o'clock.
I love how I say this after I've told people the Coug story, but Northern Arizona beats Idaho State by 4.
Dude, the Idaho team sucks.
Dude, I took NAU. I almost bet this. I was thinking about this because it went up overnight. The Idaho, we lost $100 on the Vandals. We thought the line stunk, and we thought it did stink. But Montana State, this was never close. I watched this game. Watched some of this game. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Lost money on that. Portland knocked off Santa Clara in overtime and a good one in the WCC, and then. Just going through Circle of Trust, was going through on had the show on a little bit in the car driving today. Thought about that Grand Canyon angle, jumped in on the Antelopes as they won by 29 against the Mexicans.
Not better than the Mexicans.
Yeah, they're horrible right now. That was a bad spot though, but yes. Then we had a battle. It was a good night for me in the battles because Eastern Washington won the conference tonight.
They did.
89-79. This game, I got to be honest, this game was a fucking back and forth game. Eastern Washington took an 11-point lead in like the first couple minutes of the game, like 28-17. Montana comes back, takes like a 5-point lead. Eastern Washington gets a double-digit lead again. Montana comes back, and then finally E-Dub pulls it off down the stretch. The place was somewhat packed tonight. It was a good crowd, and Eastern Washington, you guys tried sprinkling this Northern Colorado, this Weber State bullshit. I knew the Eagles would come out on top because that's what they do. Your thoughts on the Eagles flying high. Win. Yeah, they clinched. They clinched. That's the 1 seed. They clinched that tonight.
Yeah, I mean that was a good win for them. I don't think they're as good as they were last year. But hey, they still found a way to win the league, and kudos to them.
Bieniek?
The thumbnails have made a strong response after Texas Tech fell flat on their face.
Oh fuck.
We had Rick Barnes yesterday. We had E-Dub today. 2-0 after that terrible Texas Tech showing. Thumbnails usually do pretty well, people.
Well, we thought the Tarleton line stunk because it did, but Tarleton destroyed them. They destroyed Utah Tech. They dressed it up a little bit.
Good. Yeah, Dixie actually was pretty good if you just took out the first 3 minutes. But the problem is they fell on 19-2. Like they actually settled into the game, and I was like, oh, they're gonna lose by 40. But no, they spotted them 15 points.
Yeah, and then Weber State in overtime. You bum ass Wildcats probably should have lost the game outright, but then you got it to overtime, and you miss 2 free throws down the stretch. You pieces of shit, and we lose $100. I lost $100 on Weber State.
I did too.
Yeah. The good thing is that we're also fucking geniuses because we had UT Arlington and I did ride the money line. Mavericks win by 20 at the Crack House or the Ozone Layer or whatever the hell they're calling it these days. Dominating performance. Let's go.
Arlington's good.
They're really good, man. They're better than their record, man. It was a fun watch today. Also, Santa Barbara took care of Cal Poly. We didn't bet that, but we did also take this money line. We're sharp. Bakersfield takes down UC San Diego on that silly ass court from Mario Kart. You're up in space playing basketball. They should have filmed Space Jam on that fucking court. It's an idea.
It's a horrible court.
So ridiculous. They should never. That's like some shit. If you're like if you have like a birthday party for like a 9-year-old and they want to go to like one of those event places where like you can like swing on a rope and jump on a bunch of mats, and play dodgeball and shit. I don't know what those places are called, but that is essentially where Bakersfield plays basketball. It's a ridiculous fucking place, but hey, we were all over it and it hit. And yeah, tough night for the people, because that's what I'm saying. Even though I know you went 500, Mac, but you had some fire money line plays. Some fire money line plays.
The late window was really good to me, and we're going to talk about the late window here in a minute.
Yeah, but it wasn't good for me with Cal Baptist shit in the bed against Stephen F. Austin.
Oh yeah, man.
Stephen F. Austin pretty much hits a game winner. Shout out to the Lumberjacks getting that road win. Fullerton, man, we should have bet this.
I know.
I knew the rivalry game. I knew the rivalry game angle. They were getting 8. I mean, I probably wouldn't have played the money line on this, but I definitely like the angle of taking the points in intense rivalry games. They upset Long Beach at the Pyramid, 76-71. Irvine drilled Northridge. Glad we didn't bet this. Irvine's going to win this conference because especially with UCSD losing today, but also Irvine plays Long Beach though. I guess they needed Long Beach to win in a way, because Long Beach might be super ready to go to take on the
Saturday night, right?
Yeah. Kelly LePepe senior night.
Did he even play?
I don't think so. At least
he played.
He did not play. That's hilarious. They did a graphic for him. The university did a graphic, tweeted it out saying, "Come out to Kelly LePepe senior night."
Steep, it was fun while it lasted with LePepe and Marymount University.
Either way, we cashed because we knew it was LePepe senior night.
What was that?
And we double locked it by 7. They won by 34. Let's go.
That by Noah?
Yeah, I don't know. He's really upset.
His last home game, and he didn't even get to play.
He's hurt.
Yeah. NCAA shit. Don't worry. He can appeal. The NCAA will give him another 5 years.
Steve Lavin got tossed, by the way, to start the second half, and after that, the game went off the railroad for San Diego. They got killed.
Yeah, it was easy money. And then you won a lock battle here against me when Washington destroyed UCLA. UCLA horrible. They're fucking horrible. Nice call. Play your music there.
Like Hopkins.
There's no way. Don't extend him. Let him go. Let him fucking go.
Time of the year to
Watch him win the Pac-12 tournament.
tickle
Watch
the
him win
balls again.
They'll win the Pac-12 tournament. They'll give him a 5-year extension. Didn't bet this game. Watched this game. Had a blast watching it. Washington State 75, USC 72. Shout out to Washington State keeping their 1 seed alive. Fun watch. What'd you make of this one?
Yeah, I mean, this is where my night went well. I locked USC, and it was a great scenario because they led the entire game. They led for 38 minutes, and Wazoo wins. So I was happy. I won my bet. Wazoo won. Fuck USC, and yeah, great night. What a win for you, Wazoo. They should not have won this game.
Yeah. Shout out to Charles Walker Dundee. How about those Memphis Tigers? He's talking shit to me, and that's fair because he's a Memphis fan. Memphis is way better, and watch out for the Tigers. And congrats, man. Congrats. You dominated that game. We had no business even fucking sniffing a win in that game. We tried to tell the people in the chat last night. I feel like there was a bunch of action on San Francisco. But once we found out that it was at that silly ass stadium where the Warriors now play. By the way, the Warriors should be in Oakland. All right, I don't want to hear any of this shit. Yeah. They should be in Oakland. This was the easiest handicap on the night. San Francisco, what are you're crippling your own chance at success. This is a year where you could catch Gonzaga. But you should play on campus because that's where your crowd really will get lit. You play at an NBA stadium. It's like, it's like going to a fucking, like a concert or something, like a shitty concert where no one's there. You know what I mean? Like, terrible job by them from an administrative standpoint, scheduling this game. A horrible idea.
I tell them right to their face, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Why would you put this game in the Warriors? They had no home court. It felt like a November game.
I have spent a decent amount of time in San Francisco, right? I love San Francisco, great city, but no one gives a shit about San Francisco basketball unless you go there, unless you go to the university. So guess what? The students are like, should we go to all the way out to this fucking stadium? No, play when it's like the UCLA Rose Bowl thing. Students think about going to the Rose Bowl, even when UCLA is good. And they're like, should we sit in traffic for 2 hours or should we? Come to my house. We'll do some Jaeger bombs. Then we'll go. Guess what happens? Those Jaeger bombs turn into more Jaeger bombs. You never go. And then, just a stupid idea. The crowd was definitely from the Zags. Yeah. Stupid. It's a horrible idea. They should fire someone over that, but they won't because they're pussies. They got rid of their football program too. And
this is how dumb it was. They had a chance. Well, actually, a good chance. If they win this game and St. Mary's had beat Gonzaga, all they had to do was win on Saturday, be the 2 seed, double bye in the fucking West Coast Conference.
Yeah.
But they're going to play it at the Warriors Arena? What the fuck are you doing? Idiot.
That was a double lock. Easy play.
That's
Also,
as dumb as fucking all these idiots fucking arguing that court storming should be fucking banned.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb motherfuckers. What are you
We
about?
also we didn't double lock this. We double picked this. Oh no, you didn't. You picked Pepperdine. St. Mary's drilled Pepperdine.
Yeah.
No bet was there, but all right, game balls. But before we do that, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. It's also the fastest growing fantasy app in the industry. Sign up today with the promo code SGPN and your first deposit doubles up to $100 as well as an instant pickup special. And you can pick whether your favorite players will have a higher or lower stat total in this game, in this week's game, for a chance to win big. You can win up to 100 times the amount of money you enter in a single night. So what are you doing, folks? Hop on over to Underdog Fantasy. You can find them in the App Store. And don't forget to register with the promo code SGPN. And your first deposit doubles up to $100 as well as an instant pickup special. And right now, SGPN's teaming up with Underdog to give you more of a bonus. Sign up between now and the end of the month, and 5 winners will receive an Underdog hat, Underdog shirt, and a $50 SGPN gift card. Sign up today with the promo code SGPN. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/dog to enter the contest for your chance to win. Bieniek, what are we doing here?
Yeah, so bittersweet moment for me. The article that I picked up since the Underdog partnership, I've handed it over. for the month of March. Our guy Cannabis Capper's taking it over. The Underdog Fantasy Pick'em article daily. He'll be running with it. Everything's going to stay the same, but it's just going to be him writing up the picks instead of me. I'm still going to give out picks on the show. However, I'm going to give out a 2-pick entry rather than just one, and then entice people to come over and read the articles. So you can get my 2 picks, then you can get 3 picks from Capper in the article. You can even have a 5-pick entry by then. I went out with a bang, 3-0. I even made a YouTube short on it. Expect YouTube shorts for Underdog Fantasy through March from me. Just little quick videos, almost no editing. But went out with a bang, 3-0. Terrence Williams the second had higher than 16.5 points, rebounds, assists. That was a fucking sweat because he finished with 17. Cannon Carlisle Stanford finished with less than 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Augustus Marshallonis hit a 3. So I had him higher than a half 3-pointers. Today I have the 2 picks here, both of them coming from the Mountain West. I'm going to go with Nevada's Jared Lucas, lower than 24.5 points, rebounds, assists. I mean, he literally
I gave
just
away
hit.
that on the SGPO end show earlier today. You sandbagging son of a bitch. Tell my picks. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he literally just hit a half-court buzzer beater. Like, this is the letdown spot. He's averaging 21.7 PRA on the season. So he's already coming in 3 stats less than this player projection, and it's 7-2 in his last 9 games. So great pick, Colby. Very good trends behind it. And then give me Fresno State's Isaiah Hill, lower than 15.5 points and rebounds. It is 12-5 since the calendar flipped. Fresno State on the road after, they went toe-to-toe with Utah State. So gonna go with Isaiah Hill's less than 15.5 points and rebounds.
There you go. Check out Underdog Fantasy, folks. And shout out to Noah Bieniek doing the Lord's work over there.
Shout out to Matthew Dewosky for the taking over the SGPN article.
Cannabis Capper, baby.
Work.
Cannabis Capper.
Yes, he's the fucking man. And this comment cracks me up. Nicholas Canna, we need a level on that shelf in the background. So the room actually goes down. There's no correcting that. The room goes down. Does that make sense? The room goes down.
I'm even with the floor right now with my head.
No. I'm saying like, hold on. Go like if you go back to the other view where you can see my wall break in. Like
this view.
See that? Yes. The wall. The room goes down. Like it goes down. The ceiling goes down. You know what I mean? So it's a little tricky.
I know what you're talking about.
Trust me, when I set that up, I go, it looks fucking weird.
It also looks like his camera's slanted too, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't think maybe it could be. That could be too. I could fuck that up, but even when it's straight, trust me, it's still slanted.
After enough drinks, you started leveling it out.
Yeah.
Like, here we go.
No, it's a pain in the ass, man, for putting the flat screen up in the other room in a house where the shit, like the room's sizes are weird. So anyway,
I do have to say, like, Pittsburgh is extremely hilly, like more hilly than you would expect. Some of these fucking houses are on top of a hill. Like, I don't know how they cut their grass. Like, my buddy's dad cuts his grass with a rope. Like, he's tugging the mower down the hill because it's so fucking steep. But yeah, like I know kind of what you're talking about because I've seen houses with just
and the shelves
angles.
Are not slanted, Mike. All right, they're not. You think they are, unless my level is fucked, which it could be. Could be.
Start sinking in.
All right, it could be. Shout out to Nicholas for a leveler for that shelf. I'll show you, motherfuckers. I care about this.
I love
all
this.
Right? Yeah,
I love this.
I will
I
show
love this
you.
So much.
I will fucking show you. I don't know if the computer can go over there. I have to take a photo of it on the fucking shelf. But we can figure this out. Was there an earthquake? We did have an earthquake a couple weeks ago, but
the Oakland A's, San Francisco Giants fucking World Series that one year.
I love how the Nicholas Cano in the chat has turned on Colby. Usually I'm the one catching all the shit, I feel like.
Yes.
On Twitter the other day,
hang on, fuck you. Keep
G.
talking.
On Twitter the other day, shout out to Chad G. he was
saying,
leveler
right there.
Chad G was saying that he was like, I'm all for anybody giving shit to Mac. This is funny. For the audio listeners, Colby has walked away from the microphone. He's grabbed a ruler and he's set the ruler across the shelf and took a picture. He sat back down and he's rolling
texting
back
it to you, Noah.
Chair. He's texting me something.
Noah, can you find a way to put that on the show? Can you find a way to put that on the show?
On. Yeah, it'll give me a second. I don't have an Apple computer, so I'll email it to myself. Can you DM me that on Twitter? DM me that on Twitter.
I sure can, buddy. I sure can. Get on over to Twitter. Give Noah Bieniek a follow. He's always getting DMs from people, photos.
What is this?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Is that water?
The fuck are you talking about?
It's a leveler. I got it.
I haven't sent it yet. What are you? Through text.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Hey, you sent it over text.
Here, I got it right now.
What the fuck is that?
That thing is sharp. Look at that. That's spot on. People giving me shit. All right.
All right. I just got it.
Look, you do a lot of things. You don't cross a man's leveler. All right. You don't do that. Show it, Noah. Show it.
I'm pulling it up. Give me a second. I got it.
Yes. Boom, motherfuckers. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Zoom into that bitch. YouTube.com/the college experience. Zoom it.
I'm at 200. I'm at 200. It's not letting me zoom.
Yeah. Let's go.
I don't know. That bubble looks a little. It looks a little off centered in the middle.
I'll zoom. Look, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in and send it to you again. Watch this shit.
There's like a little bit more.
No.
Space on the right.
Check your bullshit again. Line. Check your bullshit Twitter account again. All right. All right. I'm sending you another one right now.
All right.
Look at that.
You zoomed in for me.
The serum is right.
See, like what? Crop it.
Zoom into it now.
Zoom into it 200. Now. Look, I'm at 200 on my computer. Oh, you can't see
the shit is level.
Part, I guess.
It's level. All right.
I don't know. There's a little bit of a space in there in between the right.
No, you haven't
right
built
line
shit.
And the bubble,
right?
then the
you haven't built
line.
Shit in your life. You're talking about lawnmowers with ropes. You fucking maniac. All right. Game balls.
What happens? He goes to that fucking shit city, Pittsburgh. talking about hills. Get the fuck out of here.
Morgantown's got some hills.
We got some fucking real hills. Fucking
what are you talking about? Real hills. There's a fucking
where's the real fucking mountains?
Pittsburgh's got a little
hills. Bunch of fucking pussies up there. All right, what we got? Game balls.
Pittsburgh's got a little literal, like, I don't know, 1,100 foot high wall, like in the city. It's crazy.
What are you fucking doing?
You can overlook the entire city from this one lookout deck.
It's called the Steel City Bridge.
Game ball to Dundee for the level show.
Yes, game ball. That's what we're doing. YouTube.com/the college experience. If you're listening to this on the audio side, you might be having a tough day, but welcome to fucking life. You can't have all fucking sunshine and rainbows every day. All right.
The rage child says nothing is straight in California.
That's good. The rage child cracks me up. His message the other day, fucking hilarious. Mac, where are you going with your top game ball?
The Ohio State University. I mean, they've won 3 out of 4. Diebler and company. All of a sudden, they might fuck around and get in the tournament, man. This is crazy.
Don't tell that to Noah. Nicholas says, "Here's $5.
No, I'm actually all
Leave
for
with the home improvement tips." What are you talking about over here?
I'm all for them doing a little bit better than they should. Get in the NCAA tournament. Get everybody excited. keep Diebler. No need for Sean Miller or anybody on the market.
You're hating on this. Diebler's gonna fuck you up, dude.
Diebler's great. I don't know what we're talking about here. He's absolutely amazing, doing a great job.
Top game ball is UT Arlington. UT Arlington. You go on the road to the ozone layer. You fucking dominate them. Big time win. Where's your second game ball going?
Second game ball. Let's go to Hofstra. Go into Wilmington, control the game. Great win.
That was a big time win. Noah, what if I want to do the rest of the episode with my level serum out there for the universe to see?
Pass.
What did he say?
What's wrong
He exited himself before he said.
I said pass.
I'm very proud of my shelving.
Something's going on with that guy
something is up. He's doing whippets in the fucking closet.
Ripping cigarettes over there in that fucking LeBaron.
Yeah. What did I say? UT Arlington. Top game ball. Where's your second game? Oh, you said Wilmington. I don't fucking know what's going on.
No, I said Hofstra. Hofstra won at Wilmington.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Hofstra. Let's go to South Dakota State. Road win there. Reinforcing the summit that you are the top name brand. Getting it done there. Where's your third game ball?
Let's go with next game ball. Let's go to where do I have it? Bakersfield. Let's go. You beat the fucking top team.
That's nice. I do like that one.
That was at that fucked up blue turf, blue court. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible place to play.
Horrible play. Someone should be fired for that too. Let's be honest.
God,
Someone should be fired for that.
Yeah.
Final game ball for me will go to Fullerton. Rivalry game against Long Beach State. Not having the best year you want, Titans, but you still get to say fuck you to your rivals, and that always means something. So shout out to that. All right, let's start picking some winners, man. We've been talking for 121 minutes. We've already gone through my shelving and seen my elite carpentry. All right.
80 minutes.
Dial 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. You dial 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. You might just be able to hire me to come over to your house, put some fucking shelves up. All right.
80 minutes.
Let's go.
Not 121.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. I've been did a college baseball show before. I've been talking for a long time. All right.
That one went 80 minutes.
Go listen to the college baseball experience. What the fuck are we doing here? Bowling Green, Ohio in the MAAC. Ohio's laying 7.5. All over Bowling Green plus 7.5. Rivalry game. Give me the 7.5. What are you doing here, Mac?
Should we bet Bowling Green? I'm going to bet Bowling Green. Ohio's off the biggest win of the year.
I think we should.
Even team overreaction here. Bowling Green, lock it up.
Falcons plus 7.5. Let's go.
Go, baby.
Arkansas State's heading into Boone, North Carolina. Storm watch. We got scattered showers coming over Boone. If they win, they clinch the Sun Belt Championship for the regular season. And that means you should storm if you're in Boone, motherfuckers. Storm.
Is App State above storming though? Because like their upset victory over Auburn. Their upset victory over Auburn earlier this season was the first time they've ever stormed the court.
They're not above storming. They won at Texas A&M in football, and they stormed and went. And didn't they go down to jumped in a fucking pond or something?
I'm saying basketball though. Yes.
No, they'll storm. They'll storm. Okay. Marshall is at Georgia State. Georgia State's laying 3.5. Oh yeah, I want App State minus 6.5.
App State's going to win the game, but I'm locking Arkansas State. This is a spoiler, nothing to lose game. Arkansas State's been playing well. App State wins at the buzzer. Let's go. You give me 6.5. Let's go. Arkansas State Red Wolves, lock it up.
You're getting wild over there, locking up the Red Wolves. You know my opinion on Red Wolves. Did I level those shelves? Look, tomorrow night we'll do the top shelf.
Warm that court when you win it.
Tomorrow night we'll level we'll check the level of the top shelf during that 7-hour show. Marshall's at Georgia State. Georgia State's we should bet Georgia State.
I'll take Marshall one more time. I'm not betting this game though. Not betting this
Marshall's
game.
horrible, dude. No. Give me Georgia State. I might bet this game.
Why is this line so short?
Because Georgia State's not any good, but the fact that Marshall's on the road, you can't have any faith in taking Marshall. Harvard is at Brown. Brown's laying 1.5. Give me Harvard plus 1.5. Harvard's going to win this game.
Oh,
Harvard's going to win this game, buddy.
Brown, smash spot. Brown, lock it up. The Brown guys are going to come through for me again.
Fucking guys locking up every goddamn game right now. He's feeling it.
The Brown guys.
Harvard wins. Harvard Fairfield is at Marist. What am I going to do here? Both my darlings are playing each other. I like Marist at home, to tell you the truth. Marist at home. I think Fairfield's a better basketball team, but there's something about Marist at home. Give me the Red Fox minus 1.5 at home. Wait, this is the final game of the entire season for them?
No, they have two more actually.
That's what I thought. I was about to say. I was like, wait a second.
I thought they used to play their postseason early.
I think they did, but that changed.
Yeah. We gotta take Marist, man.
Let's take Marist. Minus 1.5. No luck. Manhattan is laying 1.5 at Siena. Shout out to Nicholas Cano, gave us $2 for Noah's Little League trophies on his dresser.
This is the game of the night, baby.
Like Robinson. That makes sense.
That's a pretty good joke though.
Game of the night, Manhattan at Siena. I'm going to lay the 1.5 with Manhattan. I think they're better than Siena.
One more time. They beat Manhattan the first time. They're going to sweep them. That's the only team they can beat. Give me Siena. Lock it up.
Oh my God.
Why is Manhattan laying points on the road?
I don't know. But the last thing I want to do is bet this game.
Come on, baby.
No. Old Dominion is getting 4.5 at Georgia Southern.
Oh God.
Give me Southern minus 4.5.
I'm gonna take ODU. Oh, they got the coaching change, but I don't know. I'm gonna take the points. No bet.
Florida Gulf Coast is getting 1.5 at Jacksonville. Give me the Gulf Coast on the road. You can talk me into a lock here.
But I mean, is this when we buy into Gulf Coast and they fucking burn our heart?
Sure. It's happened all year.
Yeah, give me Jacksonville. Yeah. Give me Jacksonville. Give me Jacksonville. Senior night here.
J Dub's got a great comment. Siena on a Friday. It's a great point.
This is the one.
He did it though. He did it.
This is the one against Manhattan. They own Manhattan.
Quinnipiac, the Aqueduct, is heading to Iona. Iona's laying 2.5. Bieniek, should we lock up Quinnipiac? Because I kind of think this is where we ride the Wildcats. Mac, I think we might want to lock up Quinnipiac.
I don't.
No?
I'm gonna lock battle you. Give me Iona.
Cocktail Napkin has wrong team favorite here with Iona -3.
Wait, you mean Quinnipiac -3?
No, Iona -3. Is Iona favored?
Iona's favored by 2.5.
Oh, did I mishear Colby then? I thought he said Quinnipiac was laying 2.5.
Give me Iona. Give me Iona. Give me the game.
I kind of like Iona too. Quinnipiac seems broken.
Oh, now he's coming to the good
Spinal.
It's just all about momentum. They're not playing their best ball at the.
We've been calling it for a month that they suck, and Iona's going to drill them because they got a real coach and Tobin Anderson.
You were calling it for a month when they were
battle. Quinnipiac wins tomorrow. Wins outright. Just ride that money line. Let's go. The moving company heads to Niagara Falls. Niagara's laying 2.5.
I have a proposition, Colby, actually. Sorry that I have to interrupt. Did Tobin earn like a stamp of approval that he coaches better in March?
Yeah.
These narratives have to kind of come around, you know. They weren't good enough to win the conference, but he won the conference tournament.
He's got more wins than Matt Painter in the last
Quotation
365 days of March.
That's actually not true.
What?
Painter's won like the Big Ten tournament 2 years.
Last 365 days, he said, though, right?
Yeah, but so did Tobin Anderson. He went to the finals, then he won a playing game, and then he beat Purdue.
I don't think so. I think I don't know. That'd be interesting.
All right.
To look up.
Phoenix stumbling.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Phoenix stumbling.
Yeah. Niagara's laying 2.5.
We might need to introduce a new bit, like a snorkeler's guide to all these teams in March. I might have to take over that control.
And we also might have to keep you behind the scenes. Look, Ryder is getting 2.5 at Niagara. I think we should potentially lock up Niagara here. Mac.
I agree. Niagara, they ended their 8-game road, the longest road winning streak. I think they get right at home. Ryder, Ryder's not the same team away from home. So give me Niagara, lock it up. Let's go.
Let's go. Double lock. Niagara Falls. Throw a nickel in the waterfall. Make a wish. All right. Wish for Niagara to win by more than 2.5. Stetson's at North Florida. North Florida's laying 2.5.
These ASUN games are gross.
These ones are fucking tough, man. Give me North Florida minus 2.5. North Florida minus 2.5. What are you doing here?
Same, yeah. I'm not betting this. I don't want to bet any of these ASUN games.
Mount St. Mary's is at Canisius. Canisius is laying 1.5.
Wrong team favorite.
I personally think Mount St. Mary's wins this. Give me the Mountaineers at Canisius. Canisius is coming off the rivalry game, right? They haven't played since the rivalry game. Yeah, they're due to lose this game.
Yeah.
Give me
Mount St. Mary's.
Let's go.
I'm locking.
Let's go.
Mount St. Mary's outright.
Double lock. Mount St. Mary's.
Wrong team favored.
Fucking Dartmouth is heading to Yale. Fucking Dartmouth is 0-12 on the road this year. At the John Lee Amphitheater. Dartmouth catching 19.5.
What?
I mean, I take the fucking points. What are you doing here?
God, is this a bait to take the points and Yale's going to win by 90? I mean,
I'm not betting the game.
19.5 in the Ivy League?
Who the fuck do you think Yale is? They got friggin' Clyde the Glide on the fucking team. What's going on here?
No bet, man. What the fuck?
Kennesaw State is getting 1.5 at Queens.
All the ASUN games are the same exact line.
Queens is gonna win. Queens is gonna win. I'm laying the 1.5 with Queens. What are you doing here?
I'll take Queens, but I'm not betting this. Why aren't they a 3-point favorite? It's all these home teams. I thought they'd be bigger favorites. Noah?
I like Queens here. Why wouldn't we take Queens? This is going to be Kennesaw's third straight road game. Queens' final home game of the season. They've been automatic at home. Cocktail Napkin has Queens minus 10.
That's way the fuck off. But hold on, go back to
minus
Jeff.
10?
Shout out to Jeff. He said he ordered from the store, received a hoodie, t-shirt, and hat not included. Will they come separately? We have a merch. Yeah. We have someone that's his sole job. I can tell you this, Jeff. DM me on Twitter. And to remind me, just DM me, hey, fuck face or something, and I'll remember that I have to tell the merch guy. I'll follow up for you, but probably if I had to bet, they would come. Yeah.
Distributors are different for hats than shirts and sweatshirts and stuff like that. So sometimes the hats are delayed a little bit. I've had that happen to me once as well. So
appreciate
I'm
you.
going to join you guys here. Give me Queens. Give me Queens.
Triple lock on Queens.
This would be the one I take a stab at. Let's go.
Spinal.
Oh God.
Queens, let's go.
Senior night.
Triple lock.
They're automatic at home, and it's their last shot. Let's go.
JMU is laying 15.5 at Coastal Carolina. Give me the shot that clears plus 15.5. Nicholas says, how many more of these gives us $2? Well, the hats are 30, so 15. No, I'm joking.
Throwing a niner in there.
Nicholas, hit me up on Twitter, man. At the Colby D. All right, because I can't. I'm hosting the show. I can't write down all this shit right now. But or yeah, just hit me up on Twitter. JMU's getting 15 today. What are you doing here in this game?
That's a lot of points, but I'll lay it. I mean, style points matter for them this time of year. They're on the bubble watch.
Yeah. No lock. North Alabama's laying 4.5 at Central Arkansas. Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears plus 4.5. No lock. What are you doing here?
Yeah, give me the Bears too. I mean, it's no strong feel here.
ULM's getting 7.5 at South Alabama. These games all suck.
Why is this line so big?
Give me ULM plus 7.5. No lock. Shout out to Nick. Nick gave us $20 now. Hey, at this point, I love you, Nick, but I'm saying, and please keep it, but the value for the hat, you're way over it. You know what I mean? You're paying $100 for a hat right now. But we love you regardless. But yeah, ULM's the play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bellarmine is catching 9.5 at Austin P.
Bellarmine, baby.
Give me Bellarmine plus 9.5. Let's go.
That's a lot of points for Bellarmine.
This is one of the better games of the day. Eastern Kentucky's getting 3.5 at Lipscomb. This is a huge game. This is a huge fucking game. I think EKU is better though. I don't know. Give me Lipscomb minus 3.5. You could talk me into a lock. They lost by 8 in the first game.
I like Lipscomb here, man. And Eastern Kentucky's already wrapped up the 1 seed.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You could talk me into a lock with Lipscomb. Yeah.
EKU's already wrapped up the 1 seed. Lipscomb at home. Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Revenge is on the mind. Lipscomb minus 3.5. Let's ride. Columbia is heading to Princeton, New Jersey to take on the Tigers. Princeton's laying 12.5. Lay it, dude. I might bet this actually. We should consider locking.
I'm gonna lay it as well.
Should we lock this?
That's a lot of points though. Fringe lock.
I feel like Princeton's going to drill them. Cornell is laying 4.5 at Penn. What is this line? What is this line?
Sorry, are you guys nervous about Cornell next for Princeton tomorrow?
Maybe. Cornell is laying 4.5 though at Princeton. At Penn. Penn is 1-9 in their last 10 games. This line stinks to high heaven. Give me Penn just for that reasoning. Mac, shout out to Nick. It says he made us he made a grand today on our picks.
There you
Mac,
go.
what are you doing here?
Lock. Give me Penn. Give me the Quakers. They're going to win the game outright.
I mean, this line makes no sense, right?
This is Donahue against his former team in a sleepy spot. Donahue's going to get those guys.
Why the hell is this line so low? We got to do it.
They're telling you.
We got to do
Penn.
it.
Penn.
Quakers.
Right.
Quakers. Let's
Donahue.
go.
He took Cornell to a Sweet 16 once upon a time.
Troy is laying 3.5 at Texas State. Give me Troy minus 3.5. What are you doing here?
Oh man, what do we got scenario wise? Troy sitting at 13-4. Take the points.
Southern Miss is catching 7.5 at Louisiana. Give me Louisiana, but man, they burned me the other night.
Same. I had no feel on this one either. A lot of these games are tough because you don't know with seeding and you don't know where the team's mindset's at.
Dayton is laying 1.5 at Loyola Chicago this game. I'm going to lock up Loyola Chicago.
Lock.
Chicago coming off the loss. I think they get it done against the Flyers.
It's a triple lock.
Yeah, I'm on Loyola. Let's go. Sister Jean, love it.
Trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
Sorry about that.
Dayton's not the same team away from home.
Triple lock on the Ramblers. Let's go. Let's go. Greg, we can do that. Greg, hit me up. I'm gonna bet Greg $25 versus shirt. How about that? Let's go. $25 donation versus shirt. You guys all saw it. We got this video as proof. Fresno State's catching 14.5 at Nevada. I don't know how. I mean, I know Nevada just won on a half-court game winner, but Fresno on the road has been awful.
I think you have to take Fresno.
What have they done on the road in some of these matches? They got drilled at Utah State and Boise, I feel like, right?
Give me Fresno. I'm not laying the points with Alford. Off the half-court game, no way. No fucking way.
I'm laying it, man. I'm laying it. Fresno sucks ass on the road. Blackshear thing is a good question. I see that he is a game time decision. I'm not betting this game.
No way he's going to play.
Why play him? Why would you play him?
Give me Fresno.
Yeah. I'm going to take Nevada, but no luck. Noah?
Use code Underdog Fantasy TC SGPN at Underdog Fantasy for 100% deposit match up to $100. Jared Lucas lower than 24.5 PRA. He's averaging 21.5 or lower than 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's averaging 21.5 on the season. Plus, he's off the half court buzzer beater, and it's hitting 7 of the last 9 games. And then also Isaiah Hill from Fresno State, lower than 15.5 points and rebounds, 12-5 since the calendar flipped to 2024. So,
Noah, if you're still there, one thing that I'll throw in is great Osabar for Utah State over at, what was that number? What was that number on points? Like 16.5, I think, or 17.5.
No, he had 32-9 the first meeting.
Noah, do you have Underdog up?
I don't have it up.
Okay. Whatever. I gave it away earlier today.
It's
on the
next
SGP
game.
show.
So here, we'll pop back up in a second.
Yeah. Air Force is getting 16.5 at Utah State. I'm on the Aggies of Utah State. It is a sleepy spot. Maybe Air Force backdoors it, but this is at, actually, you know what? Let's lock up Utah State. This is in fucking Logan.
I'm not locking this, man. I was actually going to be on Air Force to fucking lose by like 12.
No, I'm betting this. I'll fly solo. They won at the pit the last time they hit the road. That will get Utah State's attention. I'm laying the 16.5 with Utah State. Let's ride. Noah?
So Colby is adding Great Osabor higher than 17 points.
Yes.
To the pick 'em on Underdog Fantasy.
He went for 31
TCE.
the last time they played. Air Force hasn't had a big guy on their team in ever, maybe. Yeah, jump on over there. Promo code TCE SGPN. Folks, that's our show. Top lock of the night. The best play of the night, in my opinion. I mean, I'll be honest. The first one that jumped to me. Hold on. Let me see. Let me think about this because.
I like Loyola.
I'm gonna battle you. I'm taking Appalachian State minus 6.5.
All right.
I'm gonna battle you there. Add that to the card. Loyola Chicago was one that I did really enjoy. I think that's the right side. I think that or Lipscomb is the best play of the night.
I had Lipscomb circled. I had Loyola and Penn. Penn's going to beat Cornell tomorrow.
And Chad's right. ECU is always a lock. Let's go.
They're minus 495. They better be a lock. So Greg Masler wants to remind you that he's on Dayton. My favorite lock of the day.
No. Go back. He said, I thought I would be on Dayton. No, I'm on Loyola Chicago, buddy.
Loyola Chicago.
Yeah.
He said above. Oh, so he wanted Loyola Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm on Loyola Chicago too. That is my favorite play tomorrow. You know, I go all the way back to the game that I had press credentials for. Drew Valentine attacked the transfer portal specifically for this game against Deron Holmes. He beefed up the front court for sure, and it's more athletic. I think they're going to be able to give him some fits. Loyola Chicago at home.
Let's
go.
They
win it outright.
Give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_ Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at DColbyD. We are the College Basketball Experience. Subscribe. They're on the College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN, but subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/the College Experience. One of the best things you can do for us is subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. That really helps. Advertisers like to see that. That really helps. And also a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, something like that. That'd be good. Shout out to all the people that donated money. You guys are super fucking cool, super nice, and we are grateful. And if I ever run into you anywhere in the world, I'll buy you a cocktail. All right. Thank you. And yeah, check out the College Football Experience. Just dropped a Conference USA preview. The College Baseball Experience just went live like 2 hours ago. We have some fire plays for this weekend in college baseball. Go check it out. FCS College Football Experience just dropped their top quarterback transfers. Big 12 College Experience is going live tomorrow, right, Mac?
Yep, 3:00 Eastern, baby. Let's go.
Also, Moneyline Mac will be joining me and Real Money Kramer on VSiN 6:00 Sports Gambling Podcast. VSiN VSIN Brent Musburger's network. So we are going to be holding it down, talking a lot of college hoops, maybe a little bit of NBA, NHL, but mostly college hoops, NFL draft content, as we're hosting that show, Sports Gambling Podcast, once again on VSiN. Until next time, folks, this is the College Basketball Experience. I almost said football. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
I was oh so shy, never knew I'd grow up to be oh so fly. Didn't have many homies and I don't know why, but it never stopped me from picking up the mic and everybody gathered around. I was shocked to see, left my shell, the rest is history. Now I'm on to a relic at a moment's peace, and when I get home I go to bed and brush my teeth. But man, I wonder how I keep it going at times. I get unorganized, garbage piles rise. In between times like I'm at right now, it's like the structure's f***ed up. I don't know how to get it back. I'm traveling back in time like when I was a kid, nervous, facing life. Uncertain feelings returning full swing, and it's really hard to feel like a king. Sing, king, ding, ding. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, management, please manage it. I don't know what's going on, I can't even figure. Really, I'm supposed to come back like a star when I'm cool with how I is, cause it's all I ever are. I know that I possess a little certified magic, but I ain't gonna tamper with that cause that's tragic. Just give the people something real for a change. I know, sell records, but the shit's so strange. I'm in the wrong damn business, should've stuck with trains. Cause here, you gotta be cool, gotta be tame. The uncertainty can drive you out of your brain. Fighting with the ones who love and inflicting pain, breaking things and cutting up heartstrings. I'm saying I'm wigging out and it just ain't me. I ain't saintly, but I'm acting insanely. Letting pressure change my colors when I paint me for real. I'm losing.